fans in the crowd that they don't mind it. This is a little bit more traditional, a bit down the Ian Dante route, isn't it?
Searle making his way onto the hockey. Just seeing he's going to be wearing the earplugs this afternoon. What do you make of that, Paul Nicholson?
That's an interesting approach, and I suppose we have to look into what Ryan has done on the stage before as to how much of a threat he is in this tournament. We should not forget his performances last year, because in the first round that he played, he was excellent in beating Matt Campbell by 3-0, averaged nearly 100. But his second round game in the last 32, that was a banger against Ryan Joyce. My word, 7 sets of real fun, and it went to a tiebreaker in the last set. So he's got all the capabilities of going deep in this tournament. It's just a question of whether he gets off to the same sort of start as last year.
Chris Landman is outside the tour card spots. A win not enough to guarantee he will hang on, but it will keep his hopes alive. He needs 2 wins minimum if he's going to retain his tour card. Chris Landman clearly can play, but maybe not as consistent as he would have liked. Ryan Searle, I know you're keen on him to go deep in this tournament. There's no doubt he's got the game to do that. First time ever he's won 2 events in the same calendar year. How it's taken so long, I'm not sure, but that must give him confidence, and we know, you've mentioned it, he can hit the mesmerical numbers. Is he going to do it today and put a marker down performance?
I expect him to play well this afternoon. I don't see any reason why he can't, because it's not just that he won twice in the season, it's that he won at the start of the year when he's perceived at his strongest, but he also won late in the year where he's perceived to be at his weakest. And it seems like he really likes Switzerland. Over the last couple of years, he's had his best results on the European Tour in Switzerland. But now he's back on familiar soil in the capital with the darts that are over 30 grams in weight. He will be a monstrous favourite against Landman, who qualified in 37th position of 40 qualifiers on the Pro Tour, outside of the top 40 in the world.
Yeah, one that has certainly benefited from the new expanded field here. But he's got to win to keep alive his professional status.
140.
And there's plenty that could happen in between times as well. But for Ryan Searle, no problems in that department. The question for Ryan Searle to answer as he fires in a first maximum is, can he make big inroads into a big TV major again?
Yeah, this is going to be a rattling game. It's going to be quick.
78.
It's 78 for Searle, the number 20 seed. He's got treble 18, double 12. Misses just on the outside, right on the wire, but the next one, slightly higher in the bed, brushes off the flight. He takes a 1-0 lead in no time at all, and that is also a break of throw to start things off.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those games where we're glad we're not paid by the hour.
91.
Because we ain't going to be here very long, that is for sure. You'll be listening to Dance and Mace call on Rob Cross and Cole Decker in the blink of an eye here. And
100.
it's just a game that suits them both. They both like to get on with it, and they both will get on with it.
100%. Everybody's been saying it this morning. These guys are going to enjoy this fixture. 2 treble 20s for Searle.
140.
That's as good as it got. 140 start in leg 2. He's already 1-0 up on talkSPORT 2. The PDC World Darts
96.
Championship is in its infancy, but it's boiling up nicely.
It is. I think this is a huge game coming up next for Rob Cross. Could be a
100.
career-defining afternoon for him.
Couldn't agree more. Rob Cross is the man under pressure today. He's got so much going on. 170 for Searle. Is it the first one of the tournament? It isn't. He's just over the 60 bed twice.
60.
Make that 3 times. But he's got 110 when he comes back. Landman of the Netherlands back on 262.
Yeah, when the 18s route was nowhere near the treble, only 58. So Chris Landman here in the match of 2 minutes could be going 2 legs to 0 down, and treble 18 will leave the double.
74.
But Searle will be back for another pop at double 18.
If there was a -4 segment on the board, He'd go for it right now to leave tops.
140, right?
140 from Landman to leave 64, but Searle on 36. Wires it for a second time. Not for a third. A beautiful bounce to take a 2-0 lead in the first set. Searle looking relaxed, looking ready. And I'm sure there are plenty of people in here who would like to see the Englishman defeat the Dutchman here this afternoon.
Yeah, Ryan Searle. As we mentioned, he's been good. He's been great at times, but when it's really mattered in the recent seasons, he's probably not quite delivered as he would have wanted to.
Yeah, I think he's been under a little bit more pressure than the early part of his career. I mean, you look at 2019 when he made the last 16 on debut. That was unexpected.
140.
But when he made the last 16 in 2021 and 2022 thereafter, that was, okay, we can make peace with that because we expect him to do well now. He's been winning every year since 2020 on the tour, and we're just waiting for him to take that next step.
97.
That could be making another last 16 or indeed getting to the quarters and beyond. And this is the quarter of opportunity.
Yeah, it is. We were looking at our wall chart earlier, plotting the way
Your
through.
wall chart?
Well, yeah, I'm sad like that.
I would happily take credit for it, but I'm not going to because it's all you.
Well, Searle's left himself on a bogey here, and Landman from 204 is going to get 2 bites. Now, he's taken a ton out of it. Searle will be kicking himself here because it just opens up the door for Landman. Searle hits the treble. Well, how many times has that happened? You leave a bogey, you walk up, you hit the first 2 trebles. Had he left himself a finish, he could have had a go at it.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Well, Landman's going to have to land this 104. 54 hit, so treble 18 down, leaves 50. He gets the big 10. Double top to survive the set.
64.
He's over the top by a centimetre, and you can't leave Ryan Searle on tops.
Well, he has. Will he pay the price? Yes, he will. In Love a Walk-On anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken up the home setup to another level with the Omni Auto Scoring System. Instant, accurate scoring and a slick, modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit Target Darts.
Magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler, get on target.
status alive. Searle leading by 1 in a race to 3. Winner of this will take on either Brendan Dolan or Tavis Dudonay in round 2. You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Book your Christmas party now. Visit villagehotels.com. And Ryan Searle against the Landman throwing set 1. Highly efficient, and Landman, who hits his first maximum of the match, is up against it early on.
He is. Ryan wasn't particularly pleased with his output in set 1, but it was good enough to win by 3 legs to 0. It was a good 4 points under his seasonal average, which feels like it's been 96 for about half a decade now. But at the moment, it looks as if Landman is starting to land a few extra blows. It's a good start from Chris. 6 starts down, 190. And it's going to need to be better in the treble 20 department, otherwise he will be rolled this afternoon.
146.
You're live on talkSPORT 2. Every dart of the PDC World Darts Championship will be live on the talkSPORT app, on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, and we're across talkSPORT 2 and talkSPORT throughout the tournament as well. As Landman from 150, it's a ton, but Searle 87 to hold throw.
17's the call, gets 3 of them, double 18. And just like that, one of the best players in the world is 1-0 up in the second set with a 1-set lead. He didn't panic. As soon as Landman hits that 180, some players would have said, okay, this is a leg I'm probably going to lose. Searle doesn't think that way. He's the number 20 seed, but he can take a punch or two, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, he can. I want to ask you about dart shirts. I know you love your dart shirts. I am of the opinion that darts players should have a home and away shirt, because they're both playing in red and black. They both look the same. I
absolutely agree with that. I think there's a lot of players out there who have signature shirts that people don't clash with, like Dave Chisnell. But there's a lot of dart shirts out there in red and black, including Joe Cullen and
Johnny
some others.
Clayton.
Precisely. So they do look fairly similar,
100.
but only one will survive.
They will. I mean, look, one's got blonde spiky hair and the other's got long dark hair halfway down his back. You can tell who's who, but I just think there should be a home and away kit.
Yeah, there used to be a rule where if you're the higher ranked player, you would have the choice. If you want to wear your home shirt, the other person will have to wear something of a different colour. That used to be the rule, and then they relaxed it.
And let's be fair, if you're good at darts, you're probably going to sell a lot of dart shirts anyway. So if you've got 2, you might sell a few more. Landman needs 80. I digress. Double 10 for a first leg, and Landman holds throw. Levels up second set at 1-1. Searle leads 1 set to 0.
The only game that Chris Landman has won on this stage, it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a long time ago. And our colleague Scott Mitchell will not want us to mention it, because it was the game that Scotty Dog Mitchell had on the stage. Landman won it in 2022. It wasn't a great game. It wasn't so much about Landman playing well, it was about Scott not having his best game. Landman took advantage of it, and he made it through to the last 64, but he would fall at that point and has not won a game on the stage since.
No, he can clearly play. We see that when we see him on the Pro Tour. He can hit big numbers, he scores well, but just not quite as consistent as he needs to be at the moment. And just like Hopai Puru lost earlier on, if Landman loses here, he loses those tour card privileges.
Yeah, and Landman's been to a Lakeside final. You don't get to those from being a bad player. Look at Mitchell Laurie at the minute, who lost in the Lakeside final to Jimmy Van Schie. They're talking about him being one of the next Luke Littlers, per se.
44.
Well, Searle's on 107 to take a 2-1 lead in the second set. It'll be 67 and tops. There's your treble 20. There's your single 7. There is not your tops. He's underneath and to the left, giving Landman a chance on 1-3-2.
Yeah, a bit of a champagne shot here, but he's missed the outer ball, which means the shot is not on, and that's not acceptable at this level. 2 tenths for Searle and a 2-1 lead. Searle steps in. Landman's got to be better than that.
Yeah, that champagne effort was more like flat cola. And nobody wants that, especially when there's 3,500 people here having such a wonderful time watching this fast-paced game. Also live on talkSPORT 2, so wherever you are, hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, if you've got the app, you will not miss a single dart of the PDC World Darts Championship. If you've got the app as well, you hear lots of football over the weekend. Starts tonight, West Brom, Sheffield United, live and exclusive talkSPORT 2 Hugh Croft, Joe Shannon, and a former Leicester
81.
star, Mark Albright, our team. And then tomorrow it's Game Day Live, and you know the drill. Lots of live football from the EFL. And tomorrow night, Arsenal Wolves live and exclusive on talkSPORT from 8. And you, Nico, will be looking forward to the Weir Time derby on Sunday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. We'll be here, of course, but we will keep one ear on that game on Sunday. It'll be very interesting for the new guys like Jacob
60.
Ramsey and Nick Baltamara to see what they think of that derby match.
Sunderland have made a great start to life back in the Premier League. Ryan Searle's made a great start
60.
here at the Ali Palace. He's a leg away from a 2-0 lead. He's on 250, Landman on 182, so he's got 2 visits from here. He's got to get a treble to get to a finish, and he doesn't
60.
find one.
Well, this is a great chance now for Chris Landman. 182, as you mentioned, Mark. He's got an 8-point lead, and he's got the first crack at it. 60 in the bottom half.
120
Bad
time.
second dart in the small 5, but recovers well to get a second treble 20 to leave 57. This is going to be his chance to draw level at 2-2 in set 2. He's got to take these
95.
chances, otherwise
Christian Five, 57.
he will get bitten.
Tops for 2-2, right on the wire. And then
37.
underneath it, so Searle gets an
Ryan
opportunity
95.
here. Against the darts for a 2-0 lead. He's hit treble 19. That leaves the double. He's short of the target.
77. Christian
What's
Five,
happened
20.
there?
He thought he'd hit the single 19. He went for double 19.
He thought he'd hit it. It was a mile outside the board. I know his eyesight's bad. Well,
Getting short
Landman's
of the
hit double
ball
10.
Chris Landman.
But he would have busted his
It's
score by
right
hitting
to
the
throw for.
20 anyway.
So what we're going to just explain to you right now, as it is 2 legs all in the second set, Searle leads by 1-0. Ryan had 95. He hit the treble 19. He obviously thought he'd hit the single. He did not check with referee Charlie Corstefine. He had 38 left. He went for double 19, thinking that he had 76 left. He missed it low, and then he went for the treble 20 and hit the single, when in fact he had a dart to win the set. Strange set of circumstances,
100.
but he's recovering well here. He's on 221 after 6.
Well explained. Well explained. I was thinking it was the second dart he thought he'd, and then, oh wow, what a conundrum. Ryan Searle, by the way, for those who don't know, his eyesight is terrible. By his own admission, he has got a condition that affects his eyesight. It's not a joking matter. He needs 81 for a 2-0. Now that's in the treble. Yes, he's checked. Well done, Ryan. Double 12 now for 2-0. Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
You are now 2 sets to the good.
He is indeed. Will he get the third set after the break and wrap up a spot in round 2? We'll find out live from the Alexandra Palace, where
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler gets on target.
2 sets to nil lead over Chris Landman, averaging just over 98 in the process, 50% on his doubles, and survived a little bit of a self-enforced scare at the end of that second set when he didn't realise what number he'd hit Ryan Searle, but he managed to make amends and threw in an 11-darter to win the set after Landman pounced on the Searle error. 2 sets to nil, and we were talking, Paul Nicholson, as soon as we got here this afternoon. You were very confident on Searle's chances long-term in this tournament. I said I wanted to see him put down a big performance early, and just signs he's starting to do that now.
Yeah, that second set, even with that big mistake in the fourth leg, 102.68. He's 50% on his doubles for the entire match. This is starting to become superb, but there's one statistic that we simply cannot ignore right now. Of all of the games that Ryan Searle has played in either the last 96 of the tournament or the last 64, because this is the first time we've ever had a last 128, he's played 10 times and won all 10. Early in the World Championship, he is bulletproof. Landman probably doesn't know this, but Ryan Searle will definitely know that early in this championship, he is someone who just does not lose.
Well, Landman has got the throw at the start of the third set. He's got to win all 3 sets now, but when Searle's weighing in with his 4th maximum of the match at the start of set 3.
He is quite funny to listen to and to watch, Ryan Searle. He's just at a maximum and he was shaking his head. What more do you expect? 243 for Searle, and this time it's just a ton to leave 143, but Landman's on 150 to take the first leg of the third.
Well, Chris Landman has not had too many looks at a finish. 98 to leave 52. Searle a 143. This would sting violently. Treble 20 hit, can't get the treble 17. Was it treble 10? So that's a nice layup. So pressure on Landman.
Absolutely, he's on tops for a 52 checkout. He's missed tops just high twice. Both clipping the wire, and Searle is back for 36 to take this opportunity, which he does immediately. My word, this game is fast. It's as if Searle is playing with a bus to catch. He doesn't need the bus, he's got his family here. At the end of this game, if he wins it, or even if he doesn't, he's going to be heading back to his part of the world in the southwest of England, spending a few days with the family, probably do a little bit of practice and come back before Christmas for another crack at it.
I think what has been clear, and we've seen this when we spoke to Madaz Razma and Neil Zonneveld, you can see those interviews on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, is that the players that are playing early are welcoming that little break between the 2 games. Like I said, they can go home. Zonneveld and Razma's going back to Latvia for a few days before coming back. It's a big boost for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 100. Because they can go back, revel in the fact that they have won more ranking money. They're still in the tournament, and then they go through that process again.
60.
Searle doesn't mind the drive from where he lives in the southwest, in Devon, coming to London, as long as there's something going in his bank account and something he can show the kids. Daddy did this. Because he's a very proud dad, proud family man. He doesn't like going anywhere for nothing. He's a bit of a mercenary. Nothing wrong with that. He's got 142 here.
Not going to go, but it's going to be handy. Oh, lovely layup. 102 to leave tops, and we all know what happens there. Landman on 184, can't get to a finish. Searle is 2 legs away from the match. Bends the wire. Oh, and again. Surely he rolls one off there. Well, he couldn't have thrown 3 better darts and not go in there.
Well, somebody explain that dart to me. How on earth did that third dart not catch the other 2 and go into tops? Landman's on double 15 for a 90 checkout. He misses the first one, and then he wires the second one at double 15 just on the outside, giving Searle second down and 40.
He's above again, and at the 5th time of asking, he's in. Look, this is a person's livelihood on the line here. Chris Landman has just had 2 darts in leg 1, 2 darts in leg 2. He hits them, it's a completely different scenario. Now he's 1 leg away from losing his professional status, and he's had a dart on the floor.
Not a particularly kind draw anywhere, getting this man early in the World Championship. But Landman, I suppose, if and when the dust settles after this tournament is over, he'll be very glad to have made it into the event. He only just squeezed through on the Pro Tour qualifying rankings, and he's only been to one
96.
quarter-final on the Pro Tour this year. That's where he's losing his tour card, not because of this.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, he's been on a
97.
two-year marathon. He has had a lot of chances to get the necessary money to keep his tour card. It hasn't happened for him. As I was saying, football, Paul, the table doesn't lie. This is a two-year table. He's where he is on merit.
Precisely. Not everybody can do what Devin Peterson did a few years ago, gaining about 77% of his ranking money
59.
from 2 World Championship events and just getting enough from the others. With where all the ranking money is now, it's not just one event that can save you.
60.
Well, if you go and win it, they'll save you.
Yeah. He could still win it, even from this situation. He's going to need a minor miracle.
No, Ricky Evans beat Simon Whitlock from 2 sets to 0 down and 2 legs down. It'll be over if Searle hits 160, though.
Not going to happen this time. So Landman to stay alive
60.
on his own throw needs 129.
129.
19's the target. Single hit, shot still on, treble 20, hits it, needs the ball to stay alive, and he hits the green bit. Is that the last dart he throws as a tour card holder?
It could be, because Ryan Searle has got 80 more. He needed 2 double tops. He doesn't get the first one. He missed it high.
Christian required 25.
Went to the 60, didn't get it. He's left 60 with Landman on 25. He's on double 8.
Game shown the third
Doesn't miss it this time, so he has survived
Full
for
leg is
now.
right to throw
And
first.
this is the beauty of set play, isn't it? You win that leg. You've only got to win 2 more to survive, and then you've got a bit more wiggle room in set number 4.
That's it. He's 8-3 down in legs,
87.
but if he can win the next 2 legs, he's only 2 sets to 1 down. So he'll be hoping that Searle has an off leg, but not quite happening at the moment. Landman opened up with no treble.
100.
This section of the draw is just so interesting. We're going to see it materialise,
100.
and we're going to hear it materialise on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT network over the next couple of weeks. So much opportunity for someone in quarter 2. But if you're doing that a lot, Ryan Searle could indeed go deep for the second time in this match. He's left 143. Off the back of his 5th maximum, he now gets a chance to kill this off.
Well, he's not going to do it with a big single 5.
81.
But he is going to be coming back for a possible 2-dart combination. 62. And Chris Landman is getting frustrated. It's not happening
94.
how he envisaged it happening. He is
62.
waiting, but Searle for the match needs 62. Single 18. Single 4. Tops for the
Game
demolition
shot.
job
And the
from
match,
Ryan Searle. And Chris
Searle.
Landman's shoulders slump. For him, the PDC Pro Tour journey is
A bit like a drag race. We know that they're both quick, but the fact is, Ryan Searle has got more gears. If he needed to push himself a little bit more, I'm sure he would have found the extra gears that he needed, but to
makes it through the opening stages. Big game to come. It sees Rob Cross, a man who is on the slide, taking on Kåre Dekker, a Norwegian who's hit a little bit of form at the end of the season. Can he really pile on the misery to voltage? Dance and Mace will take you through that one. Cross against Dekker to round off the afternoon session, but heavy metal makes light work.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler gets on target.